We were out until like 4:30 in the morning last night. So after a big night, we had kind of a bit of a late start today. It's already late in the afternoon and we're hoping to hit up one more place here in Mexico City before we leave to Chiapas. We're heading to Xochimilco and I hope we get there before dark. Me. What? Just jumping in an Uber, which seems to be the best way to get around Mexico City if you're doing the taxi life. It is how much? 320 something pesos, which is like 16 US dollars, 17 US dollars for an hour-long drive. So let's cruise. So we made it down to Xochimilco. The traffic was so bad getting down here. It took us almost an hour and a half. But we're here now, and the thing to do here is you rent a boat, and then that boat rips you up and down. It doesn't rip you up and down the canals, it floats you up and down the canals, and then you check out the sights, you have some food, sometimes like mariachi bands will come by, and it's a lot of fun. I did this the last time I was in Mexico City, which is when I studied abroad here, like 10 years ago. So it's kind of a bit of a flash from the past going on right now, and it should be a lot of fun. So basically here you have a bunch of options. This is YouTuber Central. Jody's filming, Steve's filming, we're all kind of trying to film. You have these options here for different boat rides, and you hire an entire boat, and you can do an hour for 500 pesos, which is like $25, $30. We're gonna do a 3-hour trip, which is long. We'll probably get back at dark, but it covers the most territory. Our price is 1,500 pesos, so that's like 75 bucks. It's a pretty expensive trip, but split between 3 people, it should be fine, and it should be a lot of fun. And I'm super stoked to get on the boat and get exploring.
¿De tomar qué te traigo?
Como unas cocas y cervezas y agüita. Un montón de agua.
¿Mucha agua?
Sí. So we're on our boat now, and this is Angelita. And it's definitely overkill for just the 3 of us. But like the locals would go on this. How many chairs are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like 20 chairs. So it makes sense. A local family, 20 people can jump on this and spend the afternoon cruising around. So let's cruise. This is the best way to spend a hangover day for sure. So the water, the canal is big business here. Not only do you have like the cruising, but there's other boats like this one behind us that are set up for like selling food, like quesadillas and tacos and beer, of course. And so it's like actually big business on the canals on Saturday like this, and it's a lot of fun. Sometimes you even run into like mariachi bands that'll come by and play for you for a little bit. Really cool. I feel bad just like chilling out, drinking a beer as he's doing all this work, but it is really nice. Actually get a solid grip on it. Y para ir a este lado voy a, no, así.
Ahí va bien, ahí va bien.
I just fail to see the difference.
This is legit perfect. This is, yeah, there's nothing else to say. This is legit perfect. The one thing I didn't really expect to be doing on this boat is taking pictures. I knew I was going to be filming because I've done this before, but when I did this before, I wasn't a photographer, and actually it's really beautiful in here. There's lots of images I think to be had through the canals when the trees are overhanging them, and there's actually lots of birds as well. We've seen a blue herring, we've seen a great herring, I think. I don't remember what all these birds are called, but there's been lots of big birds, and it's been really beautiful and quite photogenic actually. the start of this journey was really packed with people, and that was a lot of fun. I loved that aspect of it. But now we're all by ourselves in this one canal, completely alone, and it's really beautiful going through like these lily pads, and there's some birds. There's a blue heron there and an egret back that way. And that's kind of the reason we took this 2-hour trip. It's the best of both worlds, always flying away. The minute Steve put his camera down, he flew away. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this has just been like, this is perfect. I said that before, didn't I? How is this, Steve?
You just scared the birds away.
I keep going on and on and on about how perfect this is, but it really is perfect in so many ways. I've been having some fun shooting things differently than I do normally, kind of just like having fun with photography again. And what's the point of shooting if you're not having fun with it? I got a bird photo of, I think it was an egret, that might be my favorite bird photo I've ever taken in my life. And there's nice light in this canal right now as well, so I was even shooting some portraits of Jody. And I love shooting portraits, I love shooting birds, because they're different than what I normally shoot. And yeah, it's just been, did I mention perfect? We met up with Mike and his girlfriend, and we're now in Xochimilco town, and we're gonna probably get some food, I think. We decided to get tortas, which are pretty popular here in Mexico. You see them street side quite often. And Mike was like, well, we got more coming. These guys got milanesa, but Mike recommended that we get something a little bit more epic. So what did we get, Mike?
So tortas are a really famous street food in Mexico. You see them everywhere. And I got a torta when I first moved here. I call it torta cubana because it literally has everything on the menu put into the sandwich. So they have bacon, they have chicken, they have guacamole, they have pork. It all gets layered up. So these sandwiches are bigger than your stomach. And they're like $4, $3 American maybe. And look at it's just one giant tasty disaster of meat and bacon and there's hot dogs. I see hot dogs, I see an omelet, I see pulled pork, I see chicken, I see like schnitzel in there, and I dare you to eat the whole thing because you'll probably have diarrhea after.
So I could not finish that sandwich, and apparently we're not going to Plan Chiapas right now. We're going, I don't understand this place. Marianella, maybe?
Yes!
Is this a hidden jewel?
Yes, it's a hidden jewel, a treasure in Mexico City, in the neighborhood named Xochimilco. And it's a pulqueria. Pulqueria is like the bars that Mexico was used to be filled with pulquerias, like in the 50s or something. Now, this is super special, and we want you to know it.
And Mike says there's like a special drink to have here.
So before beer came to this area of the world, there was a drink called pulque, which is fermented cactus sap. It is as weird as it sounds, and you'll see here they give you a paint stick to stir it because it's that thick. They give you 1 liter glasses, and there's flavors like oyster, so we're gonna check it out.
Sounds disgusting.
Are you ready for a slimy drink?
What is that? Cafe? Peanut? Of course, strawberry because I love strawberry. Yellow buena? Pineapple?
This place is crazy. You got like the band going over there, and everybody like pays for songs, kind of like an old school jukebox machine. Absolutely love it. Now we have the drinks. This drink is 5% alcohol, so it's kind of just like a beer. Are we all ready to drink? So we have Oreo, chocolate, wheat oatmeal. I don't know what the red one is. Celery, mango, and what's the main one?
Pulque, normal pulque.
And that's just a regular polka. So there's like a bunch of flavors for us to try. Mine is the Oreo one because I'm a baby. Okay, I'm finally gonna try mine. It kind of looks like Oreo syrup. Actually, it's really, really good. That's really good, actually. Yeah.
That's good.
The difference. Find a boy, find a girl. I just failed to see the difference.
Back after the Pulque, that was a really, really, really cool experience, and that's why it's so fun to have friends like Mike here in Mexico City and Marianella, his girlfriend, showing us around, showing us some of the local spots, showing us places that tourists definitely wouldn't go. There are lots of tourists that go to Xochimilco. There are exactly 0 tourists that go to that pulqueria, and that experience was just second to none. Absolutely just so fun. So much fun. And tomorrow, more fun should happen. We're starting our big road trip to Chiapas, and that's been #1 on my Latin America bucket list for ages. I'm so stoked for Chiapas. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow on that episode as we start the road trip. I'll catch you there. Peace.
Find a boy, find a girl. I just failed to see